Today we are going to be speed testing the Hoyt Alpha X. This is their 33 model aluminum flagship hunting bow. Let's go check the specs and then we'll get it shooting. Now for all our speed tests, we're gonna make sure they're all consistent. So we're gonna make sure on the first shot that we do, the bow is set at 30 inches draw length. We're gonna double check, make sure that it is at 70 pounds for the draw weight. So first things first, bring it over here. Looks like we're right at 70. So for this bow, the mod that we're looking for to get our 30-inch draw length is going to be the C. So we have right here, I don't know if you can see it, it's on the C, the uppercase C right there. And then on the bow, it specifies for 30 inches is the C mod. So that's what we're using. Let me show you guys the arrows we're going to be using for our speed test today. So we're going to start by using a 350 grain arrow because per ATA, that's what they test with. So we're going to do 350 grain arrow at 70 pounds, 30-inch draw length. Once we get that done, to see where the bow ranks at as far as what the manufacturer says it's going to be at, we're going to come back in here, we're going to swap the mods. We're going to put 28.5-inch mods on there, keeping it at 70 pounds. We think that's more of a universal size and length that most people shoot at. So we're going to test it with a 400 grain arrow, which we have here, 403, close enough. A 450 grain arrow, 448, and a 500 grain arrow, 498. So we're going to be shooting one shot with the 350 grain arrow just to see where it's at in comparison to the manufacturer specs, and then we'll be shooting 2 arrows each of the 400, 450, and 500 just so we get kind of consistent results. So let's go in the speed room and shoot the 350 grain arrow. All right, so according to the manufacturer specs, a 30-inch draw length, 70-pound bow for their Alpha X 33, 350 grain arrow, it should be shooting at 334 feet per second. So let's give this one a shot, see where it's at. There we go, 30 inches, a little bit longer than my typical draw, so it's a little uncomfortable, probably look funny. 315. There you go. A little bit slower than what the manufacturer says. That's quite a bit. 19 feet per second slower. So now we're going to throw on the 28.5-inch mods. That's what I shoot. That's what Ryan shoots, and it seems like that's what the majority of people shoot. And we're also going to be doing the 400, 450, and 500 grain arrows because it'll give you guys a little bit more realistic feel for what you guys are going to be shooting out of your bow if you happen to get this one. Let's swap out these mods. All right, for those of you wondering, we're going to go over the specs of this bow real quick. This is the Hoyt Alpha X 33. It also comes in a 30-inch axle version. It has a 6 3/8 brace height. It was at ATA 334, but obviously we disproved that by shooting our own. It's 4.75 mass weight, and it is running the HBX exact cams, which is a pretty cool featured cam. It allows you to adjust this bow 1/4-inch increments in your draw length. There's a lot of fine tuning that goes into this cam, so it offers you a lot of cool features. If you're ever in an area that has a pro shop, be sure to walk in there and grab one of these bows and shoot it for yourself and see how it feels. All right, it's at 28.5, 70 pounds. Let's go shoot our 3 arrows. Like I said, we're going to be shooting these twice so we get a consistent speed. We'll start with the 400 grain arrow first, then move to the 450, and then finish it with the 500. First up, we got 400 grain arrow. We got 2 of them, so I'm going to go ahead and pocket one. Now this is actually the weight grain arrow that I hunt with. 285. Duplicate. All right, 400 grain arrow, 70 pounds, 28.5-inch draw out of the Alpha X 33, 285. 450 grain arrow, 272. And duplicate, there you go. 272. That's a 450 grain arrow. And last but not least, for you heavy folks, we got 500 grains. I'm guessing, judging by the way that this is going, thinking 251. What's your guess? No, 262.
Let's say 258.
262 is my guess. Let's see what a 500 grain arrow does. $258. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Last shot, 500 grains. $259. Must have pulled back a little farther that time. All right, there you have it. Some real world speed tests for you guys. Don't buy based off of what manufacturer spec sheet says, because that's probably what 99.9% of you guys aren't going to be using or hunting with. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. We're going to be doing all the flagship bows, so be sure to stick around. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, like this video, and turn on notifications so you can see all the next ones coming up.